as a background asset, you know, this is pretty freaking cool, pretty game ready. I'm just gonna take you through the workflow for making something like this. Using Megascans, taking it into Unreal, making all these kind of like multi-textured, multi-layered assets. Start simple with some structures like this for kind of background stuff, but you can get more crazy with detail as you want to, but let's get into it. First thing you want to do is get your geometry sorted. So we do that in Blender. I usually start by just pressing A or highlighting everything and just deleting. And then you can go Shift A, create a mesh, create a cube. And I'm sort of looking at making something in this kind of realm. So, you know, these nice silhouettes is a good reference. So I'll be referencing this stuff. So you can see it's literally just a basic shape, big tube in the middle, sometimes quite coned off at the top, and then a load of struts and sort of pipes going up it. So pretty low poly, nothing too crazy, and we can get away with fudging a couple bits because it's not going to be too detailed. This is a good starting point for modeling. So we got our cube. We could go up here, double click, rename this oil tower. Yeah, hit tab to go into edit mode. You can press 2 or click here to select your edges. Press A and right click subdivide. Now I've got more subdivisions here. You can do alt click to select a loop of that. So you can press S to scale. That's going to scale it on every axis. But then you can limit the axis to the X, Y or Z axis by pressing X, Y or Z. So I'm going to do it on the Z axis. Do another one of those here. So S, X. Basic kind of cylinder shape now. Press 3 to go into face select. Shift to select all of these faces together. You can do that in ways like this. You can press Control Shift to select everything in between. You can go select one and Control Shift. You know, you got that whole loop. That's useful. And then you can scale that if you want. Scale that on the Z. You know, you got a bit of an extrusion there. Real quick way to do that. And then Shift select these whole top faces. You can press E and that will extrude. And you know, we've got the basis of our tower now, so just extrude one more, scale that in, and you know, literally already got something that's looking about right. Another little tip, press A. We're still in edit mode, so this is still within this one object. So if we go Control A and cube, and then you can press Shift spacebar and then move. You got the cube here. Shift spacebar will just give you all of these that are right here, but it kind of stops you from having to go all the way over there. So move, and as you can see, we've still only got one object. So say we're in object mode and we go Shift A, create cube, spacebar, move. We've now got two objects, but I want to be making it all as one object just to kind of group it together, keep it neat. So hit tab, go back to edit mode. We got that, and then so you might be thinking, now I want to edit this cube and I don't want to select every face like this. I've done this before, but you can go Control L, that will select linked, so it's things that are linked to that shape that we've created. And then you can do some like scale that on the X, scale X, and then scale Y, scale Z, and you know, we've got one of our platforms now. I'll do that Control L again. Shift D is duplicate, and again you can use that X, Y or Z to make it snap to your position. Super useful. Select one face, pull that in, and then one last trick I'm going to show you is Control R, and this is like a ring or loop cut, and then by scrolling this scroll wheel you're adding more cut. Click again to choose where to put those. You can also edit this down here. Number of cuts, up or down, factor, which is your position. If you make that 0, that would be centered. So that's sound, you got that. So now we've got a nice subdivided rail here. Press 3 to go back to face select, and shift select all of these, and then extrude down. And there we go, really quickly we're making the basis of our geometry. Those are the only techniques I'm going to be using to model everything, and it's just a case of sort of getting these thicknesses right, you know, tweaking these kind of things. Just a case of getting these kind of right. You can Control L, scale this whole thing just on the Y to make it all shorter or, you know, more dense. This is all I'm doing geometry wise. So now we've made some wicked geometry. I'm going to show you a cool method for color coding without having that much understanding of Blender materials. We can use Mixer, which I've gone through in previous videos. Check out the other Bounty playlist for that, to get some live editing of really cool realistic materials in real time. Really fun workflow. All we got to do is color code our model so that Mixer knows we're dealing with a couple different materials in one asset. It'll be a kind of method for masking things off. Go into that in the next one. Please follow on for all of these. Let me know if it's useful. Get involved. Please get on our Discord as well. We got an amazing community on there. We're just looking to share more awesome work. Give this a like, give this a subscribe. It really helps us out. And yeah, hopefully these can give you some sweet tips for getting creative in this world. So cheers, catch you in that one.